my press people. I'm so happy for us to be here again. And I'm here to address few issues that are going on in our country. If you have country with elders, the elders are there to advise, to correct him. We are not there to condemn. So when something is going on, the elders are like father in the country. We're there to advise and work on things. So I start like this. The going time we've been having problem in the House of Legislature on speakership, fighting here and there, battling here and there. So we, the Independent Elder Council, we had a meeting and we came to a conclusion, and we advised at that time that former Speaker Kofa should resign. Those who never understood our thinking, our wisdom, they said, oh, the elder then took side, oh, the elder then this. But I told the Liberian people the reason why we said that. We said that at that time because former Speaker Kofa never had a number, and he couldn't hold the country hostage. I gave a parable at that time. A tree without roots can never ever stand. Those who that were around him, they were leaving him, going to the other side. So with my wisdom, with our wisdom as elder council, we advised him to have stepped down, and he did that. So first of all, I want to congratulate his Honorable Speaker Richie Nangwe Kun. Honorable Kun, congratulations. Congratulations for the victory. Congratulations for the speakership. Before I come to Kofa, I want to say this to you. You are now speaker. You are now speaker for only majority bloc. You are speaker for the House of Representatives. You should behave like speaker. You should behave like father. As a leader, don't keep credit for anybody. Not everybody will love you. You are speaker for everybody, and we don't want majority bloc in that house anymore. As elder of this country, we advise and we want peace in the legislature, because so long there is peace in the legislature, investors will come. People will move around, business will go. So what went on before should be a lesson, should not be repeated. So open your arms to whosoever now voted for you. Take them as your member. Open your arms. Work with them. Work with them. Honorable Kofa, many thanks. The reason why I'm telling you thank you and congratulations, because if you have played a high hit and say I will still fight, but now we still dragging. So you use your wisdom and you listen to the elders. You resign. Congratulations. Congratulations. It's not good to fight war that you will not end. Fight war that you will not win. So thank you for listening to elders. Thank you for using your idea to resign. But don't resign with grudge. Resign with clear heart and work with Kun. They'll work together. That majority bloc, minority bloc should be erased at our capital. We need peace in this country here. So thank you very much. Congratulations. Now, to the president. Yesterday was Unification Day. The peace of this country depends and is in the hand of Honorable Excellency Joseph Nyima Boakai. We need peace. We the elders, I keep on saying over and over, we wrote a letter. We should have met and be together before all the things go on. But sometimes, when you're a good leader and you don't have a good advisor, things can go wrong. They've been kicking us around here, there, here, there, here, there. These are some of the advices we want to give you. We heard that you called former President George Manuel Weah. And when you call him on a private number. He didn't answer. You send him a text, and he replied your text. In my wisdom, it was not done properly, Mr. President. as president, what you should have done and what I'm appealing to you to do, you have your press secretary, you have your minister of state. Unification Day is a day to unify the country. I repeat, it's a day to unify the country. You should have informed, I repeat, inform your secretary, inform your people, write a letter of invitation, not only to former President Weah, to the various politicians, to the various party political leaders. Invite them by a written document, not by telephone call. Telephone call can be done when there have been peace and reconciliation already. You can pick up phone and say, oh, my son Joey, I want to see you. Hey, my son Council. But there is a friction between you guys. Sorry to say you guys, because you're our leaders. But we are elders. I have to say that. That friction needs to be erased. And you got to set the example, not by telephone call. Don't listen to people say, oh, Mr. President, don't do this. Don't do this, don't do this. That what can Samuel K do today? The who needs to tell Samuel K don't resign, don't go. Some of them are leaving today and do gone. Please, Mr. President, you know me. I've been fighting for all to meet. I'm the elder. I'm still an elder. I'm still your advisor. Our advisor to the CPP. I say advisor. You will be a good president when you have good advisor. So the advisor not telling you the right thing. Set an example at the next Mandela. Set example that when you leave office, your name should go. Your name should live. So Joseph Walker doing his range. This is what happened. Rating according to former President Weah on the phone is not necessary. We need peace in the country, and you got to do the first step. News with the elders. Call us or call the church people, the council of churches, the imam. I want to see President Weah, or I want us to make peace. You know how to put it. We the elders know how to put it. When there is peace, investor will come. We are fighting for seat in the Security Council. How will we get seat when our horse is not settled? You think the people will trust us? Every day we're fighting among ourselves. So you the head, I want you to do that, please. As a president, we need peace in this country. We should not listen to Pape, don't do it. For typical example, the RRA, the VIP area that was prepared and renovated by the former President Weah. He was embarrassed and disgraced the last time by not using it. These are now ruled to reconciliation. They're not ruled for peace. Reconciliation, you got to put all these things behind you. He's a former president. No need to stop him. What make a mention make him vex? He went with his group. He said, no, don't use the place. Don't use the place. Don't do that. As a president, oh no, let him use that area. He's a former president. Tomorrow, you will be former president. And that same respect I will come to you. So I want you to see reason, Mr. President. Let's have peace in this country. Because without peace, it will be a problem for investors to come in the country, and people will look at you as a bad leader. Writing letter to the political leaders are necessary for Unification Day operations. It is not yet late. You can still do that. The elders are calling upon you. You can use us to put you people together. In fact, the council of churches, where are you people? Where are the imams? Where are the pastors? It is our role to bring peace in this country. As elders, don't be afraid to say the truth. Look straight in your leader face and say, no, Chief, what you do is not correct. But not every day you clapping, yeah, Chief, you right, yeah, Chief, you right. Then you are not a good advisor. We need to change this in this country. So the Elder Council, the Independent Elder Council, is a special message to you. We want to have a meeting with you. We want to step in for the peace issue between you and your son. Former President, where is your son? You the father. Put behind whatsoever happened in the past and let me peace. You people will not suffer. Common people will suffer because you have money, you have food, you have everything. But when the people invest account, the poor people will get job. The journalists will get job. The student will get job. So that's an appeal to you. To President Weah, congratulations again. Your Excellency, Honorable Weah. You did extremely well. The way you did maintain it. Because what you did was not only for Liberia, you set record for the whole of Africa and also the world. You consider while they were checking votes. It's an excellent record. These guys who telling you, say, no, chief, let's protest. Don't do this. Don't do that. No. If the error come to you, a president will call you for peace talk. Do that. Agree. These people who talk and say, don't do that, they were ministers. So they were represented. When they were represented, so they got married. They carried up married in foreign country. Because they know when they also eat piece of the cake. Also that now they have feeling for us. That now they want to put people in the street to protest. You have good character, President Weah. Former President Weah. Maintain your character. Don't demonstrate. Because you have good record, you can live with that record outside. Because they want to protest. Protest, you tell me what protest have done, what kind of development protest have done in any country. Protest bringing what? Distortion. Distortion. So please, you have 2029. What you will do this time, if you did, will make you look good for 2029. If the error come to you, say we want peace, talk with the president or Weekie, do that. Now, I'm appealing to the government. We have serious issue in Grand Jida County. The issue has been there since President Salih became president. The Burkina Bay, they left their home. They came to Grand Jida, some of them in Maryland, some of them in River G. They are planting cocoa, coffee, left tree. And they are here in the 1,000, 10,000. I was somewhere, I will not call name. One big man was lecturing another big man. I was sitting there as an elder. That these people they came in all the way. And if this continue, it will be a problem for Liberia, for our children tomorrow. You don't get land to someone who is not citizen in your country to play left tree. Time will come and say, leave, you will not leave. Because you have left tree. I want the government to settle this. Please, my advice, the government should use strategy. Because as I'm talking now, some of them came with their family, they build horses, and if you tell them say you go back, they will not like to go back because they have property on the ground, they have left tree on the ground. So we can give them refugee status, give them document that if you are refugees, that in the future they want to call show them, say they are citizens, say no, you people are refugees. They will know how to get them out. Because we can tell them say you move now. That mistake have been made by past government, not we are government, no. But Ellen Joseph government. People from Grand Jida, every day they are complaining, and every day the people are coming. In fact, there are Roman circulating that they're doing other things there. The other thing, as error, I can say it. You're sending the NSA, you're sending your security there to do background investigation. This will embarrass us in the future. This needs to stop. So the errors are appealing to the government to see reason. The Grand Jidian, they are crying, they're taking the people land. The children, our children unborn tomorrow, do not have land to do agriculture. So let the government see reason. Now, the last time I talked about Prophet King and Yeke Koluba. Now this time it's not only Prophet King. They have another lady called Sisi, another lady called Pique. They are on social media causing woman call. Liberia, where are we? Is this Liberia that we knew before? Look at the Ghanaians, the Nigerians. They travel to go to America. They fought hard to develop their country. Power women and over there fighting over men. Causing man culture, they are not women. This need to stop. It's a disgrace to the women who. It's a disgrace. The Ghanaians not doing that. The Nigerians not doing that. Why are we Liberians always noted for bad things? The 60 woman, the last time my wife said, oh, Papa, can I see something? I heard her causing the other woman, they call PK or how they call her, abusing one another. She said she in America. You saw your friend Nigerian doing that? Ghanaian doing that? No. The country around us used to come here and learn from us. That's what they used to do. But now we have become a laughing stick to these people. Prophet King, I know the last time I talked to you, I know you insult me again, but you insult me, God will insult you. You don't respect the elder, God punish you, my son. You got to stop what you're doing. And I don't blame you. Know who I blame the government. The last time, Prophet King went and insulted Julie Andy, woman cause, bad cause. The woman went and sue him. Sorry for that. Sue him. They went to court. An advisor from the president's office, oh my God, advisor from the president's office went and free Prophet King. So they pay him, they tell him thank you for causing a state woman of that. The few days, Prophet King started insulting the National Election Commission, bad cause. Started causing the Chief Justice, bad cause. Then people clapping. I'm appealing to President Joseph Nyiman Boaka and his government. There is not Liberia. We the elder one for this to erase. We have a young children coming up. Prophet Kika don't stop this madness. He need to stop. We the elders are appealing. We need decency in the country. We need Liberia to go back to the normal page. So we are appealing. Now on the line of protest before I can end. We're hearing about protests, mass protest, mass demonstration, mass this. The Liberia Independent Elder Council, we are appealing to the citizens, to our youth. We are the old people can get in the street to protest. I know some of my boys who organize their own protests. I will not call names. When the police are coming, they who organize the protest, they started running. They started escaping. Those who organizing protest, they had their children there in foreign country going to school. Their wives, their children are from not in Liberia. You get your father 10 hours to go in the street. God forbid. Suppose you got wounded. Suppose something happen. Protest can bring development in a country. You study protest. Same President Boaka is president now. Do something. As opposition, do something, help the students, help the marketeers, help the poor people. Then they know that you're doing something. That constructive protest there. We don't need destructive protests. Help the marketeers, the business people, get them money, but don't get money to people to go protest. The last time, one politician, when I call him, a tire suffering protest. They all organize the protest. So 700,000 US. That's how the thousand US could have been divided among the students, among the market women. You stop the madness in this country. We need unity. So the elders appealing that unity should come on the ground. We need unity. We need peace. Forget about protest. Let's focus on development. When we have peace, development will come. When we have peace, development will come. My last appeal to government. We have people who were taken from them illegally by one black man, right? And his gangster, a group. They came to us with the Independent Elder Council. And let me say something. We are here for advocacy, for justice, for advice. What went on to Tablet building, we played a major role. Let me say that, and this thing should be announced because some people say, well, where were the errors? We wrote letters Musa Bedete often received our letter months back because he was a head for the rule of law and minority group. Coker received Senator Coker after he was representative. He was the only one who sent for the elders and had a meeting with us, and we advised what we have to advise. Okay, so some people can divorce. They come to we make peace. They issue plenty of things. So people heard about we the council. We went there, we did background investigation. These people, horses were broken, took their land, took their property by Blama Red and his team. I went to the Justice Minister. Mr. Justice Minister considered thank you very much. Excellent, you did well. And Police RG, Gregor Coleman, my son, thank you very much, you did well. They sent police and arrested the people. But we need more to be done. The investigation is dragging. We're getting the reading season. People need to go back home. Just a few days. Some of the people that went, Blama Red and his people, same thing again and ran after the people. Mr. President, these are your citizens. They are crying in your name. One person should not be over thousands of persons. Please seek their interest. The people want justice. They need justice. So this is my message to the Liberian people. To summarize, President Weah, President Boakai, you guys are the two strong pillars in Liberia when it comes to politics. And you people are local here. If no peace in the home, the children will scatter. We need peace. And we the elders, we are waiting to hold you together. To hold you together. Honorable Kun, Honorable Speaker Kun, congratulations again, Chief. Thank you for your victory. Open arms to those who now voted for you. Bring them on board. You're work together. Where there is peace, you have good leadership. So, Prophet Key, I appealing to the government to stop the money by Prophet Key. Please. He insulting our women and the government officials. They are embracing that. If they are not embracing it, long time finish. People here insulting their people wives, their people mothers, their people sisters. Okay? Look at Judy Andy. The advisor for the president office got to go free. When you were in jail a few days, the vice president got to send someone to go free, to go Nima County, to go run campaign. It is a madness. This got to stop. We are angry. We the elder, we are angry. And this has to stop. So these are my messages also to the Liberian people, to our leaders. And the issue in Grand Gila, I want the government to address it before it gets worse. You know when rainwater get it on your skin, it will kind of like bomb. It will be one bomb. As a state lawyer, as it's scratching it getting round. Grand Gila issue is getting round because more than the rainwater. Thank you. May God bless the Liberia Independent Elder Council. May God bless Mama Liberia. Thank you very much.
Distinguished colleagues, I move, and if I can be seconded, for the various items on the agenda just read to be adopted in its entirety and then form part of our daily section.
With the motion made, distinguished colleagues, are you ready to vote? Ready. Or ready or proceed? Please take your part and proceed. Police, please, proceed.
Distinguished colleagues, I made my point and I'm sorry.
Thank you. You said you're readiness to the movement, please listen. I was from the please listen.
Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues, it's good to be back after several months. To come back here and start this process illegally is malreadiness, because the Supreme Court has already ruled, and we have this suspension listed on here. It sends the message that we're not ready for business. So I'll be ready to vote if we are ready for business, and we move this from the. Thank you so much.
To the movement.
Well, I will differ with my colleague from Nima Kante. I will strongly differ with my colleague from Nima Kante 11:59 that we are not ready for business. All of us gathered here are ready for business. I so reject.
And that's the last of the
Yes. Why are you denying the people of this country? Mr. President, you can't deny the people of this country. Mr. President, you cannot deny the people of this country.
Approach the chair. Approach the chair. Musa, approach the chair.
Having said that, second, that this suspension by our colleagues be here automatically lifted.
Folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you, and thanks for joining us again on this wonderful day. It's a pleasure having you join the conversation on this edition of the Morning Ride. The Morning Ride comes away Mondays through Fridays, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., where we rumble through national and global issues on the platform. It is your info breakfast companion program that takes you across Liberia, from the mountain of Ologisi to that of the people in Sastan, in Yabatstan, and across Liberia. You know the rest of the towns and villages as well. But welcome, folks. I'm Weekie Bro this Friday morning. The weekend starts, and it starts now. So we say to all of you, welcome. Join the conversation on this wonderful day. Wet Friday morning as well. But it's good that we're going to be here to walk the walk and talk the talk. And as usual, I have to shift the paradigm of our democracy. Folks, welcome. Do not just break the news to balance. Critical analysis, critical thinking. You speak on the issues being discussed, when the lines are articulated. Your views and opinions are respected. When you are in line, we will always have. But what supersedes at the end of the day, facts must be the outcome of the day. Welcome, folks. We take a breather and be right back this morning.
That after elected speaker, who shall fill the vacancy?
Talk about, especially from the social economic side of it as well. You listen to some of the audios, and we listen to the Minister of Information, Minister Jeremy PM, speaking at the regular Nika press briefing, informing journalists and Liberians, both home and abroad, about activities from ministry agency, and our government is proceeding some of those things government are doing, that people catch up with it and get to know that, because you get to know some of these things when these things are brought at your doorsteps, the strides a government make it, the challenges. And some of those who are in government don't even know why they are there. You get to know some of these things, though. The government would not want to say it, but we journalists or whatever, we now have to sugarcoat and we bring these things at the doorsteps. Liberians, come to think about this. And we turn to downplay it, we turn to overlook it. There are folks in Liberia with the belief that this country called Liberia, Africa's oldest independent nation. Owes them a lot of things. This country called Liberia owes us nothing. We owe this country. Liberia owes us nothing. It is incumbent upon each and every one of us to make a little contribution in making Liberia better. The people from the West, America will not develop Liberia. China will not come to develop Liberia. India, Germany, Japan, they will not. They will support your developmental agenda. They will invest, but what you do with the investment that they will bring, what impact it make in the lives of the people, because when people start to earn a very good salary or start to earn something, he or she makes a meaningful contribution to the development of the country. They will pay taxes, government will construct roads, housing units for low income earners, teachers will have much benefit for the kids and they themselves. Our men and women in arms, you will not just call them regime police, or you will not just call them regime military people or regime security personnel, where they have to corrupt the system, where they have to arise, create their own charges to see how best they can get money, because they need to feed themselves. They will know, they will understand the ethics of policing, or understanding the security sector. Our doctors, our nurses, when the taxes are paid where people have jobs created, we will now run out of drugs, beds, and other things at the hospital. Morale will return. Our doctors and nurses will always be on call when they are called to attend to the patient. Electricity and all of these things. We will not impose curfew on ourselves. When literally by 5, 6 o'clock, the streets are empty. And those who are still out know exactly why they are out and trust themselves in terms of their own protection. But these things cannot happen when our leaders are divided. These things cannot happen because of political disagreements among our leaders. And they are not concerned of, some constitutional crisis. Things are bordered around the welfare, the well-being, and the livelihood of the people that they govern. But they are concerned that this person comes from their party, and I come from this party, and that person comes from the next party. We are not allowed to sit on the same table to down and wine together. Liberia don't matter when they are hurt politically. It's about personal feeling. It's about parties over country. It's about personal feelings over country. And we owe nobody apologies with our critical analysis this morning. Whoever it wants to hurt, let him. No, we are not insulted. So we don't even do that. But since a lot of you will not think about the picture called Liberia, where we stay, our things are handled and done. There are officials in government who are striving to know so well why they are in those positions. With the little affordable and given to them, they're making some strides, they're making some gains, while others think that they are on holidays and don't even care for the people that enhance the work for a better productivity. we also in months the leadership crisis that engulfed the lower house of representatives in Liberia. We have two folks, two groups, naming themselves majority rule of law caucus for the speakership position. Why those people who stood around people who were in the sun and the rain to have these people elected, who went in the trenches, building cells, in the ghettos, in the dungeons, in the slums, they were acting without consultation. And they told us it was non-legislative politics. Granted. Today, there are folks who believe that the dust at the lowest hall have settled. And there are folks who believe it's just the beginning of a bigger problem or major crisis that will engulf that house, because we saw in the months that we had the crisis, part of that building got destroyed. Doors got damaged, and a whole lot unfolded over a period of time. Now, upon the return and where they went for a fresh election, initially he was called the majority bloc or regime speaker, Richard Cohn. Now, he won the speakership position after the resignation of former Speaker John Fonati Kofa. The former embattled Speaker J. Fonati Kofa has written plenary, delivered the letter to the chief clerk, asking to be absent and should be given a 2-month medical leave, where he will also have the time to visit his constituents, to have discussion with him, constituency visit there for about 2 months. And it brought heated debate on the floor for some of his colleagues who then in support of him, and some folks from then Honorable Richard Cohn, majority black. And this is why he said, Dear Honorable Chief Clerk, please be informed that I will be on a medical leave and constituency visit for approximately 2 months. In light of the above, I request that your office extend my excuse to the Honorable Speaker Richard Cohn, the Honorable Deputy Speaker Thomas Farr, and the distinguished members of the House of Representatives. I appreciate your usual cooperation and support. That was the letter. He's asking to be absent for about 2 months. Medical reason, and that of getting to sit with his people as well in Grand Creek County District 2, where he goes to seek his medical attention while he will be away for 1 month for medical reason, and back to the country another 1 month in his county, in his district, and having town hall meetings and having engagement in the district with the youth groupings, the the chiefs and adults, the willing groups, the marketers, and all of these things. Whether he starts it first, but there are folks, or what are the 2 months will be used to reorganize, recalibrate, and get in a new structure and new plan, and have all of his strategists to plan a new fight, a fight back, to say we need to go and regroup. We will pretend that the dust have already settled, but this is the strategy. Upon returning, we will have some things put into place that the Liberian people will still feed the pinch in. They will get to know that we have not forgotten this thing. But whether it's a means of being sincere, honest, and having a super reflection that, look, I think we did not do the people well over a period of time. So we're going back to sit and see how that best, when we come back with a focus point in achieving our cardinal function, in achieving a goal that tells back to the people, look, we have 1 or 2 missteps, but I think we're back as one body and prepared to lead, prepared to give the leadership the kind of respect and integrity that we deserve. We may have caused you some pain. We've been away for a while, but we are back here now to do the Liberian good job. Our cardinal functions, we will make sure that we make better laws. We ably represent you, and we have a better oversight. So this is where we are now. In the midst of that, there are a whole lot of things that took place. The stalemate as it relates to the leadership crisis at the time at the lower house of representatives of Liberia divided Starbucks. Divided Starbucks. There were folks who were on the other side. You call former Speaker former Speaker Jonathan Frankie Kofa that his 60 Starbucks were not taking the pay and other benefits, which was not helpful for them. And and there are people that will be let go because he's no longer a speaker. That number can no longer come to run the day-to-day affairs of his office. Because the speakership comes with a lot of responsibility, and there are a lot of folks who will be employed to make sure that they enhance the workings of the speaker. So he no longer enjoys that. He has resigned, they went to election, and his colleagues, they elected the new speaker, who now takes that number and enjoys all of the courtesy, all of the immunities, and whatever comes to the offices of the speaker to enjoy that now. So he no longer in that year. What are we talking? Are we now looking at the bigger picture and say, look, we may have had our political disagreements for a period of time, but can we have this thing resolved that we do not take it to the national scene? Because if you critically study local Liberia, most of the things that come to the public that divide the people are personal issues. Most of them. Some of them here legal issue, constitutional crisis, and all of these things, not respecting the law, people want to show the power, the showmanship, this is my time, and all of these things. But our time is about somebody not respecting somebody. Somebody ain't supposed to pass here because I'm here. Those things are some of the things that would take the attention of even the woman who sells the big taco. Our young brothers, our fathers, uncle, nephew, who earn their living from riding motorbikes, from driving keke, commercial drivers. They are more concerned about those personal issues that these people bring to the public. They sit in the legal. You're driving a commercial vehicle, and because somebody was paying his or her fare to get to the next destination and say, no, I don't support this person, I do not support this other political party. It turned into a very heated debate. Sometimes somebody will even park the car. I'm going again. Because he's hyped that you're talking about his political leader, or you talking about a party that he or she supports. So something we have to do. Even sometimes fight take place. Starving of the next person. People properties get damaged in these things. The exchange of ideas is not something that you go into the battlefield. It's about convincing the person. It's about telling the person why you support this. It's about telling this person why you will support this party. You could be in a position to better sell your party or your candidate to the person if you just take up your personal ego and garment of sentiment and being judgmental and say, look, this party can do this. This individual you see so can do this. And you give some history. Some instances what the person, the kind of impact this person have made in their district, in the party, or on the national scene, or the period of time. And that person can say, oh, okay. But in the body politics of our country, when you ask the next man, let's say for instance, in an election here, say we support which party for the corrupt government, and you're ready. You are not ready, man. That kind of party, that kind of party you don't join. It leads to something X. We don't convince people how to join political parties in this country. Not too many people. But there are folks who understand the tenacity, they got the ability to get you there. They will tell you, look, we know there are problems, but trust me, with this person steering affairs of the party and getting to the national seat, at the summit of power, we are not saying everything will be 100% perfect, but we will be at a level where we will be respected, where jobs will be created, that people will not take up all of the time and energy because of jobs will take, take the telephone, one call, all the debate talk show in the morning. And I said it, some of you, to the extent, you police officer, you teachers, nurses, doctors, you name the rest. You in the class, you teaching, you got earpiece or the earpod and monitor all the debate shows You leave the children in the classes while they are sitting. You go behind to make calls. You want to talk on one talk show. The Halagiri after. When you should be indoctrinating positive knowledge into those children. You teach them, but you're hurt because you hear somebody or something being said about your party or about your political leader. You abandon classes. You go to make calls. And yes, someone said for security reasons, I don't want to call my name. That's true. Some of the things being said are real and you've been faced with it. You know, Friday normally we talk the real truth. I hope to talk to, so look in the street. See, how many of us right now thinking the rain that fell early this morning, thinking about our young brothers and sisters who are falling prey to illicit drugs. Those places under the market kitchen, at cemeteries across Liberia, unfinished buildings, what they were being confronted with. Sometimes we say, oh, but who forced that nobody took them there, they went there by themselves, peer pressure and all of these things. This is a national emergency that requires each and everyone's support. You know why some of these things are getting worse by the day? It's because most of the time our leaders and those who claim to be intellectuals, they place politics way above these critical national issues, these societal problems. Sometimes you sit in a commercial vehicle, or you on a back, or keke, or tricycle, and you are going towards Central Monrovia, you go into Tigers Village, Dwazon, you go in Wallowside, Douala, you go in Mount Barclay, 15 Gate, you go in Habel, Grand Crew, Grand Bassor, Bowman, Tottenham, and all of the other places. You look along the roads and see how many young people, even adults, just couple of days, at a junction where I go, young guys who go to wash these vehicles to have a handout at the end of the day. I saw these guys standing near one vehicle with their eyes closed and almost like he about to fall, but he will not fall, laying the early graduation hat, but he's sleeping high on the bad substance that is just. We are losing generation who should be the next Weekie Brooks, the next George Weah, the next Jason Bonner, the next Allen Johnson Salim, the next Nathaniel Barr, the next Ruben Johnston. We trying to overlook these things, and they are getting numbers huge. But we cannot exert all the energy and time to fight to have it reduced, because the number keep increasing. To have it reduced, what we do now, we more focus on the political side, but these are the people you want to lead tomorrow. These are the people tomorrow you will use their conditions to convince them to vote for you and tell them you are not supposed to be in this kind of a life. And once they give you the power, they will be left in those positions, those conditions you met there. We've been talking to some of them to come and sit and then give their life experience. A couple of weeks back, I had a young girl sitting, age 16, who has never been to school before, on drugs. Ask her how she eat. She said she must go into the street, sell her body. Even sometimes she will not even receive the money. Even sometimes when the girl turn it on her, the client will even take it and beat on it. We're trying to overlook and say, well, that's not my daughter. You don't know the point in time your daughter will encounter that person and think that she has a very good friend and been influenced in the process. Nobody off the hook. Our kids are in school. Those children that you see in the street, some of them, they got there because they thought, but let's look at the side. How do we fight it? How do we fight it? Political parties are making drama. They're making it so comical. One government will say the other government responsible for bringing in other drugs. The next government will say, they put the politics into the extent to fight it the political way lacking because somebody want to defend. No, we are not. Look, get the kids off the streets. Go after those who are trafficking the drugs. But we are running after the end users. So since we are not concerned about them, we're concerned about somebody said this person, this person is seen as this because the person comes from the other political party. You want to defend. You're ready to kill yourself. You're ready to die for your political parties or your political leader because somebody has said something. But you cannot even defend your family. You cannot even fend for your family to have food to eat. But you are willing, whether it's rain or sun, you're willing to walk from ESW to Douala because your party say they have one program there. These are the issues. Some of the folks don't want to hear, and you will hear this. We're looking for some of the young folks to come and see how they got involved into some of these things. Some of the guys, you sit with them, you hear them speak. You sense and smell a bright future if they are rescued. If they are given second chance by society, by every one of us who are not like them, transforming their lives. Sometimes you don't have to have the physical cash in your pocket. Sometimes even 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3-4 minutes encounter with some of these people talking to them. You don't know what impact you could be making in the life of that one person and what that next person will have to go and do. Some of the funniest writers that this country should have had or should be having by this time are in the cemetery, thinking that they are sleeping in a comfortable home, are sleeping on the market kitchen. Some of the funniest police officers that we should be boasting about today are there. Some of the pastors who should be on the pulpit, school administrators, journalists, doctors, nurses. Those dreams are gradually being wiped away. When you take politics and set it at the center of almost everything that you want to discuss, and you leave these things, when care is not taken, regardless of what you will build, you will not be protected, because these young people tomorrow will be in their numbers. They will walk into our homes. They will drag up. They will take our belongings. Your wives will be raped while you stand and watch. Your kids will be beaten on summer mats as well while you're standing up. Why are we destroying our growth with personal egos? Why? And we are leaving these things. We into the rainy season. You soon start hearing, oh, the floods, the other community, people calling for help. The National Disaster Management Agency, focus on the job you got to do, but you won't focus on your politics because you come from one political party. When you're given a task to focus on what you should be doing, but you're focusing on because you're chairman for one political party. You talk more politics than to get the job done. And you get mad when you hear these things. For me, I love to see people getting mad for all of the wrong reasons, because for me, I don't wrong people so easily. But the very hard truth, undiluted, will always be said on this platform. It hurts you or not, no apologies. I did not insult you. Send your kids to all of the best schools in the world. There are kids they grew up with in a community. There are kids they sat in one or two classes with. When they are back and well off, they will be at your gates. They will be at your offices. And you get to nothing like your children or friends. We see it happen on a daily basis. All of us, probably we are an example. We see some of our friends, sometimes you're so embarrassed you want to go and hide. You see the life there. But when it comes to wanting to cause problem, you see these people are useful citizens to cause problem. That's where you think that they are useful to contribute to what your personal feeling or what you want to show. You mobilize. You go into the slums. You go to other places. When somebody folks said, and just explain their story to you, you feel so terrible. You feel so terrible. So many kids, when they explain how they even got into it, even some of the folks who led them into this, today, some of them from families that are financially stable, well off, they are taking the kids out of Liberia for rehabilitation in other countries. They have brought them back. They have educated them. They have reintegrated them into society. Today they are better. Their friends who probably they led into it are still there. This is getting so bad. Getting so bad for one or two reasons. We are not showing the strength to fight this thing. Politicians are using this fight against illicit drugs for the personal gain. Some of you are involved into it because you want to score political goals. You want to be seen as a fighter. But you don't want to be remembered tomorrow that, look, when we had this national emergency, we all stood up. There are individuals in this country, young, old, who are making sacrifices in fighting this thing. They do not have the support. They risk their lives to go to places to talk to some of these people. Today, yesterday, you were all in almost similar clothes that the kids were wearing. Oh yeah. Believe in it. Sometimes people get ready to fold their hands. Now government responsibility. So true. Who makes the government? We are the very same people. You're the chairman in this block, in this community. You're the district representative. Sometimes you look at some of the potential young men or women in your district and give them the tax. Gentlemen, don't take it upon yourself, or this is the support. Divide the districts into block or into zones. Two other districts, let's get to know how many ghettos and see how we can reduce it and see what you think we need. If we say like every week we will target one ghetto to sit with you guys, talk to you guys, and see what means we can invite national government to get involved into this process, that we can get these people and take them to the rehabilitation center, and what support by the team we can galvanize to help them in the process. You will start to, it might not just be, done 100% where you will totally wipe out. When you can curtail it to a level that is so much appreciable. Nobody can say that. At least. But there are districts, there are communities where the guys have totally taken over. They write their own checkpoints. They search you. And we keep overlooking these things. And oh, the other man, the other thing. Some of the folks have given birth to kids that will never know them as their mothers or fathers. You see somebody look at a whole human being and say, "They give me $20 US and get carried with it." Or or just by my pina. You see somebody look at a child that tomorrow will be one of our funniest citizens, contributing positively to the growth and development of our country. We ask somebody to please hold this baby, let me just go buy water or buy it, and we run away. You think it's normal? Somebody wears clothes for a month. You see one man, he can't take bath. Then you see the political tension. In the midst of that, the political tension, that these people can be easily influenced to commit mayhem. That's why you see we're always talking about peace. Because if something should break out because one person feel that they respected, one person feel that nobody giving it kind of a respect, or they should always be seen as the face of the country or the face of that party, or the other party should not be around, this person should not talk, this person should not be at this space, it will be worse than anything that we ever did in Nigeria. You just imagine people who did not even see the war. Just a row. Nobody wants to know what that person stole, because you heard, go, you get to the man has nothing. You start to beat on his tomb, set it in the gates, and you walk away. So let me take this very quickly and bring we go for our Mary McGrath hot tea this morning. Guys are doing extremely well, helping to make sure that Liberia try to make a home and be better.
5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose. My sister, my brother, all of your sicknesses you've been suffering in low fat. The people that need to sell the Mary McGrath hot tea medicine all over in Lofa, Nimba, and all of Bond counties. The people finally now settled down in Moserado County. The Mary McGrath hot tea medicine here. People in Lofa, people in Bond counties have been buying the Mary McGrath hot tea medicine. People with terrible sicknesses, and most of them have been healed and been giving testimony about the Mary McGrath hot tea medicine and how good it is. Finally, the people now settled down in Moserado County. Yeah. In Moserado County here, Monrovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba Bendu tissue factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary McGrath hot tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary McGrath hot tea to you. And if you want to buy this Mary McGrath hot tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose. My sister, my brother, all of your sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. This medicine they call Mary McGrath hot tea can take away or kill all kinds of sicknesses, and some of the sicknesses that a Mary McGrath hot tea medicine can kill are typhoid fever. Every time you're feeling cold in your body, you're feeling sick, infection, stomach complaint. Every day you're complaining with your stomach. You say my stomach hurting, my mom my stomach hurting, my wife my stomach hurting. Even women that cannot see their period, the medicine they call Mary McGrath hot tea can solve it. A sexual weakness, you can't do your homework go, you come home working, or you go somewhere, you come back home, you can't do your homework go. Your woman tells you say bad limit man, sexual weakness in both men and women. They Mary McGrath hot tea, they can cure it. Numbness in the body, eye problem. Every time you complain with your eye, you can't see clear. They Mary McGrath hot tea can solve it, it can cure it. Also, every time you complain with your stomach boiling, you can't eat pepper, you can't eat this one. Also, the Mary McGrath hot tea can solve it. It can cure it. Rheumatism, back pain. Every time you complain of your back hurting, pain in my back, Marie Maga hot tea medicine can cure it. Diabetes, the sugar problem, this Marie Maga hot tea can cure it. Skin disease and many more. Marie Maga hot tea medicine can cure all these problems. Here are some of the testimonies of people that Marie Maga hot tea medicine has cured, and today they are free and living happily.
My name is Zizi Galema.
Okay.
I live in Kolahu, Kobasilikisi. This medicine have done well for me from Monday to this Monday, making it 1 week. Okay. The first of all, Kafo have been disturbing me. That even it have taken me more than 5 years, I don't take back with cold water, but this medicine makes the way I sweat the heat coming on fine. I take back with cold water, and I'm fine in the body. And also even my outside have not been too clear, but it make now I can see a distance, seeing very clear. And also as a man, it made me active, sexually active. I play my game number 1. I used to always play weakness in the defense, but now I'm strong. If I can leave on the defense, go school and come back, which is my sexual organ is very, very active.
That's great.
As a young man, I'm moving strong. All of my joints that have been hurting my waist, everything free. This medicine is very, very good. It's natural. It's very good. It don't have any side effect, but it do it well. Perfect.
My mother was sick. I've been spending money from hospital to hospital, but that time she almost died. Listening for my people and they came. And when I hear the news over here, I have brought her. Well, I tell God, thank you. She well. And even my auntie, they call her, she was saying she was not working good. She was in the same church. And when I told her, people come here, gave me testimony.
All right.
So they medicine. And that's when we were going to play with. Even my mother had testimony because she was not working, she was not talking. When they did testimony, people see what I want to do. Every time people when they come here for their medicine.
Okay.
So their medicine, but they're doing well. My my girl, she was not working. Our baby in the house. She was not coming outside, but now she got washed, she go in the bathroom, she pay for sex. She was not ever asking people.
I was then I gave it a badge and you get a go out. But I call about okay.
Now I studied in the for away you. Can I hang on the Langan Kudu? Now go, mama, can no mama. I got no mama. Langan Kudu, Emma. Mama can, mama, I can no mama.
Well, I was suffering for 7 years, going up and down, no way. When I heard about you, I go to Foya about the medicine from buying this medicine. I'm feeling healthy than the way I was before. So my people who listen to me, the medicine, the good medicine, that make me to be alive today, got the first, second this medicine.
So what kinds of sickness you were suffering from?
Our foot problem. Yes, my foot problem.
Okay. How long that was Hamburg? You said 7 years, right?
7 years.
Okay, thank you. You are welcome.
I'm well now.
Rush now and buy this medicine, Marie Maga hot tea, for some more money. The Marie Maga hot tea medicine is sold for $350 $. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. In Moserado County here, Morovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba, Bendu Tissue Factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Marie Maga hot tea people. They're going to be sending the Marie Maga hot tea to you. For more information, you can call the following numbers: 0777 444 591, 0770 913361 and 0776 369805. And if you want to buy this Marie Maga hot tea medicine, that's more money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of your sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. So rush now and you will live happily. The people are into selling Mary Maga hot tea medicine all over in Lofa, Nimba, and all of Bon counties. The people finally now settled down in Motorado County. They Mary Maga hot tea medicine here. People in Lofa, people in Bon counties have been buying the Mary Maga hot tea medicine. People with terrible sicknesses, and most of them have been healed and been giving testimony about the Mary Maga hot tea medicine and how good it is. Finally, the people now settled down in Motorado County. Yeah, in Motorado County, yeah, Morovia, Liberia. The people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba Bendu tissue factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary Maga hot tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary Maga hot tea to you. And if you want to buy this Mary Maga hot tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of the sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. This medicine they call Mary Maga hot tea can take away or kill all kinds of sicknesses, and some of the sicknesses that a Mary Maga hot tea medicine can kill are typhoid fever. Every time you're feeling cold in your body, you're feeling sick, infection, stomach complaint. Every day you complaining with your stomach. You say my stomach hurting, my mom my stomach hurting, my wife my stomach hurting. Even women that cannot see their period, the medicine they call Mary Maga hot tea can solve it. A sexual weakness, you can't do your homework go, you come home working, or you go somewhere, you come back home, you can't do your homework go. Your woman tells you say bad limit man, sexual weakness in both men and women. They Mary Maga hot tea, they can cure it. Numbness in the body, eye problem. Every time you complain with your eye, you can't see clear. They Mary Maga hot tea can solve it, it can cure it. Also, every time you complain with your stomach boiling, you can't eat pepper, you can't eat this one. Also, the Mary Maga hot tea can solve it, it can cure it. Rheumatism, back pain, every time you complain with your back, my back hurting, pain in my back, Mary Maga hot tea medicine can cure it. Diabetes, the sugar problem, this Mary Maga hot tea can cure it. Skin disease and many more. Mary Maga hot tea medicine can cure all these problems. Here are some of the testimonies of people that Mary Maga hot tea medicine has cured, and today they are free and living happily.
My name is Sisi Galima.
Okay.
I live in Kolahu, Kobasile, Kisi. This medicine have done well for me from Monday to this Monday, making it 1 week. Okay. The first of all, typhoid have been disturbing me. That even it have taken me more than 5 years, I don't take back with cold water. But this medicine makes the way I sweat, the heat coming on fire, I take back with cold water, and I'm fine in the body. And also even my outside have not been too clear. But it makes now I can see a distance, see very clear, and also as a man, it makes me active, sexually active. I play my game number 1. I used to always play weakness in the defense, but now I'm strong. If I can leave on the defense, go school and come back, which is my sexual organ is very active.
That's great.
As a young man, I'm moving strong. All of my joints that have been hurting my waist, everything free. This medicine is very good. It's natural. It's very good. It don't have any side effect, but it do it well, perfect.
My mother was sick. I've been spending money from hospital to hospital, but that time she almost died. You same for my people and the king. And when I hear the news over here, I have brother. Well, I tell God, thank you. She well, and even my auntie they call Yene. She was saying she was not working good. She was in the same church. And when I told her, people they come here, they need testimony.
All right.
So they medicine. And that's what we're going to play with. Even my mother had testimony because she was not working, she was not talking. When they did testing, when people see what I want, every time people when they come here for their medicine. Okay. So their medicine, but they're doing well. My mama, yeah, she was not working. Our baby in the house. She was not coming outside, but now she got washed, she go in the bathroom, she pay for sex. She was not ever asking people.
About that, my boss will easy.
I want to give it a bag and you get a category. If I call a bag, I have a credit. Okay.
Now I studied in the for away you. Can I hang a little food? Now can no mama, can no mama, can no mama. I can no mama. Mama can. Oh, mama, I can no mama.
Well, I was suffering for 7 years, going up and down, no way. When I heard about you, I go to Foya about the medicine from buying this medicine. I'm feeling healthy than the way I was before. So my people who listen to me, the medicine, the good medicine, that make me to be alive today, God the first, second this medicine. So what kinds of sickness you are suffering from? Our foot problem. Foot? Yes, my foot problem. Okay. How long that was Hamburger? You said 7 years, right? 7 years. Okay, thank you. You are welcome. I'm well now.
One thing we ask of you, one thing that we.
The people are into selling Marimaga hot tea medicine all over in Lofa, Nimba, and all of Bon counties. The people finally now settled down in Motorado County. The Marimaga hot tea medicine here. People in Lofa, people in Bon counties have been buying the Marimaga hot tea medicine. People with terrible sicknesses, and most of them have been healed and been giving testimony about the Marimaga hot tea medicine and how good it is. Finally, the people now settled down in Motorado County here. In Motorado County here, Morovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba Bendu tissue factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Marimaga hot tea people. They're going to be sending the Marimaga hot tea to you. And if you want to buy this Marimaga hot tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of your sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. This medicine they call Marimaga hot tea can take away or kill all kinds of sicknesses, and some of the sicknesses that a Marimaga hot tea medicine can kill are typhoid fever. Every time you're feeling cold in your body, you're feeling sick, infection, stomach complaint. Every day you complaining with your stomach. You say my stomach hurting, my mom my stomach hurting, my wife my stomach hurting. Even women that cannot see their period, the medicine they call Marimaga hot tea can solve it. A sexual weakness, you can't do your homework go, you come from working or you go somewhere, you come back home, you can't do your homework go. Your woman tells you say bye leave me man. Sexual weakness in both men and women, they Marimaga hot tea, it can kill it. Numbness in the body, eye problem. Every time you complain with your eye, you can't see clear. The Marimaga hot tea can solve it. It can cure it. Also, every time you complain with your stomach boiling, you can't eat pepper, you can't eat this one. Also, the Marimaga hot tea can solve it. It can cure it. Rheumatism, back pain. Every time you complain with your back, my back hurting, pain in my back. Marimaga hot tea medicine can cure it. Diabetes, the sugar problem. This Marimaga hot tea can cure it. Skin disease and many more. Marimaga hot tea medicine can cure all these problems. Here are some of the testimonies of people that Marimaga hot tea medicine has cured, and today they are free and living happily.
My name is Sisi Galima.
Okay.
I live in Kolahu, Kobasile, Kisi. This medicine have done well for me from Monday to this Monday, making it 1 week. Okay. The first of all, Kafo have been disturbing me. That even it have taken me more than 5 years, I don't take bath with cold water, but this medicine makes the way I sweat, the heat coming on fine, I take bath with cold water, and I'm fine in the body. And also even my outside have not been too clear. But it make now I can see a distance, seeing very clear, and also as a man, it makes me active, sexually active. I play my game number 1. Wow. I used to always play weakness in the defense, but now I'm strong. Wow. If I can leave on the defense, go school and come back, which is my sexual organ is very active.
That's great.
As a young man, I'm moving strong. All of my joints that have been hurting my waist, everything free. This medicine is very good. It's natural. Right. It's very good. It don't have any side effect, but it do it well, perfect.
My mother was sick. I've been spending money from hospital to hospital, but that time she almost died. Me same for my people in the king. And when I hear the news over here, I have brought her. Well, I tell God, thank you. She well. And even my auntie, they call Yene. She was saying she was not working good. She was in the same church. And when I told her, people they come here, gave me testimony. All right. So they blessed me. And that's what we were to play with. Even my mother had testimony because she was not working, she was not talking. But they did testimony. People see what I want to do. Every time people when they come here for their medicine. Okay. So they medicine, but they're doing well. My Oma, yeah, she was not working. Our baby in your house. She was not coming outside, but now she got washed, she go in the bathroom, she pay for sex. She was not ever asking people.
Sabota Makuboko, Mabos Weekie.
I was then I gave it a bag and it's you get a go out. The baby call a bag. Okay.
Now I said, you see a lot for the way you can hang and little cuckoo. Now go, can no mama, can no mama, can no mama. I can no mama. Oh, Emma. Mama can. Oh, mama, I can no mama.
When I was suffering for 7 years, going up and down, no way. When I heard about you, I go to Foya about the menacing influencer, buying this menacing. I'm feeling healthy than the way I was before. So my people who listening to me, they menacing, that good menacing, that make me to be alive today, got the first, second this menacing.
So what kinds of sickness you were suffering from?
Our foot problem.
Foot?
Yes, my foot problem.
Okay. How long that was Hamburg? You said 7 years, right?
7 years.
Okay, thank you. You are welcome.
I'm well now.
Rush now and buy this medicine, Mary Maga Hot Tea, for some more money. The Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine is sold for $350 Ladron. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. In Montserrado County here, Morovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba, Bendu Tissue Factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary Maga Hot Tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary Maga Hot Tea to you. For more information, you can call the following numbers: 0777 444 591, 0770 913361 and 0776 36 9805. And if you want to buy this Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of your sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. And so rush now and you will live happily.
That's fine. You can get there. Some of you who suffer from some of the sicknesses or diseases, they can surely help you. But that's fine. I was in the tissue factory. You can just call some of these numbers: 07721 59187. That's 07721 59187. So let us say 0777 444 591. 0777 444 591. Go there. Trust me, they are probably in full counters, and they're saying by the close of the year they're going to be almost taking over the entire country. And so at 9:30 this morning we have because the folks from Chad, the Christian Association of Liberia, along with folks from the Rotary Club. We're going to be talking about some health matter this morning. But you there, about Mary Maga Hot Tea, trust me, those of you with low blood pressure, also sexual transmitted diseases, stroke, rheumatism, all of these things, growth as well, and increase. Those of you who've been barren for a long period of time as well, just get there. We don't know much for you can actually help you. But welcome again, folks, to this edition of the Morning Ride. They are our power sponsor for the next couple of months again. They're doing extremely well. You can get them and ask them. They will help you with further of what you've been through for the long period of time. But folks, this is the Morning Ride, and this is where we are putting Liberia first and putting your personal political ego aside, that Liberia be a country that we all can see like yesterday, because we are losing too many things only because of politics. Political disagreements have gotten to a stage that should be seen as a national crisis that everybody gets involved to fight. Because this person cannot agree with this person do not support this political party, this person do not support this political item, it becomes a problem. And so they take the problem, put it in the national scene, And the bread and butter issues that matter most to the country, are not the one that people have a kind of a huge concentration on and say, look, can we call these items together to solve the matter? Can we? Now look around and see what's happening, because our focus, our attention have not been to some of the areas. Liberians are complaining over the period of time, over and over and over and over. Oh yeah, they told you the other one, the other people do the other one, the other. Now the president has revoked the operational permit of Bauchico, a Hong Kong mining company, for non-compliance when it comes to environmental issues. Citizens are complaining about the reckless driving, damaging of road, accident, all of these things. Until the needful are done, mechanism put into place that they adhere to our environmental laws of our country before the payment given to them. But it should not just be done for financial gain as well. These are some of the critical issues. But if we will sit and just be fighting for power, we will sit and just be saying, yeah, this person have not spoken for this length of time. How do we address some of the problems that these people are being confronted with on a daily basis? It's not just you, the leaders, that will think about yourselves. What happened to those people? The resources have been extracted, they stand washed, and their lives have not been in any position to change. But you use the condition to get to where you are today. You're using the position where they are today for you to get somewhere tomorrow. You use the condition to gain permanence into our society. But when you are there, they're no longer the people that you say you advocated for yesterday. And these are some of the problems. These are some of the issues that we trying to overlook and play politics with just almost everything in Liberia. Oh, y'all got man. Y'all got over and over and over and over. That's a very hard question that I have to be asked, and I've not been asked. So do they care about what we care about? What is in the package? What can we benefit? We are legal people. They do not matter. And all these things are happening. Folks, we have done a whole lot of talking this morning. It is now time that we look at the issues. How do we support institutions that are fighting the issue of drugs? There are individuals, there are some lawmakers who are striving. The little that they earn, they helping to see how best they can rehabilitate. Build capacity of young people re-integrated into society to be meaningful and contributing citizens. They do not have the kind of support. How do we give our support? Some of you are CEOs, you ministers, you director, you community leader, you pastors, you imam. You can make your own contribution as well. Some of you got your youth groupings. You can also make contribution. You saw the lives of Jojo, Leighton Bly, Senator Darius DeLone, Honorable Marcus Thomas, Youth Crown Watch. There are a whole lot of folks. The government also trying to make some gains in the fight we must also be able to use our platform to talk about some of these things. To give, for some of the young people to share their experiences, how they got involved with it. I said, like, how the drugs, the harmful substances treated. We will be able to put our leaders' feet to the fire. Those who in leadership, steering their affairs. Ministry and agents are responsible to curtail these things. But every morning we wake up, LD, True Tip up, they seize the amount of drugs, worth, street value, so million of $100, so thousands, United States dollar, and it keep increasing every day. There's a breaking news, every day there's a breaking news. It's not like, oh yeah, we have noticed that in the last 2-3 weeks or a month, we have not had any such report of LD seizing this quantity of drugs. At least they have that bills in there. But today we hear the quantity, street value. Tomorrow it gets bigger. The foreign day, another huge figure, and so. But we cannot find those who are trafficking the drugs. We are collecting those who are breaking in. So this is where we find ourselves. We want to have more conversation about this. Sometimes it's difficult to find and get these people. Sometimes you almost want to pay money to bring them to certain, because some of them might be, they might be able to sit and give how they encounter some of their friends and how they got involved into the consumption of these harmful substances that are brought into this country and how they treat them. So they want to lead it, support blacking. But the people who should be looking at the national budget, the bigger picture, to say, look, we have to discuss this matter. This thing is getting too hard, and it's a threat to national security. We're struggling with the mining sector. A lot of foreign nationals now, they're in our forests, they're mining, they've been supported by some folks in position. And then they're getting in their numbers. What are some of the problems that we are solving? When you are in opposition, there is no way it tells you can solve a particular problem. You're winning people over, almost like you're winning souls. A political soul for the numbers to increase for you tomorrow and give you a clearer picture and a chance of taking state power democratically. But you want to see the people wine and dine in poverty. Future generation, we have no sense of direction of where they will be tomorrow. And you go and see, because of the condition, you take advantage of them. You tell them, look, we are here because of you. We want to make sure you're supposed to be enjoying this. You're supposed to be having this. You're supposed to be having that. So, folks, wherever you are, I'd like to say good morning. Welcome to this edition of the Morning Rise. Shortly, we'll go to the lines, and you will certainly have the chance to make your case on some of the matter that we are currently discussing this morning on this edition of the Morning Ride. Folks, welcome to this edition of the Morning Ride. So you will shortly call them 0775 919 919 080 919 919. Before then, let me read some of the comments from the comment section this morning on the division. And I'd like to say good morning and happy birthday to you, my big brother St. Clark. Today, and let me say to my little brother John, good morning to you, happy birthday. Also, I'm following from the Economic Freedom Fighters of Liberia. T. Nicholas Barkley also there. Hector So Gumty say the woman is a full package of divine wisdom on earth. I enjoy listening to him. James Cowboy said, good morning folks, I'm watching. I'm following you from Zuba Time. Emmanuel N. Keleman said, good morning, Ambassador Weekie Bros, teacher, instructor, lecturer, professor. Emmanuel N. Keleman, and I'm watching you from 72nd Community. Thank God for Mama Liberia. And Martin Williams said, good morning, Ambassador Weekie Broken Brooks. I'm following you from my home at ELW Junction. Joseph Fire said, good. He said, good advice coming from you, Papa. And James Cowes, and this one comes from Emmanuel. Okay, he said, good morning, cool. He said, good morning, Emmanuel and Katie Marisi. He said, good morning to the two great ambassadors who have an information powerhouse department. Emmanuel and Katie watching for the powerhouse of 72nd Community. Thank God for Mama Liberia. And Moyan Sherry say, good morning. I'm following you from Banga City, Bon County this morning. Titus Greaves, he said, good morning, Kuwait family, and I'm watching you from Soul Clinic Community, Pineville City. We are always learning from you guys. God bless Mama Liberia. Robertson Monroe said, good morning, my brother. Washington from GSA Pineville City, Liberia. Thank you, Robert, saying for following all this morning as usual. Tiger Tiago Akatara Fire said, good morning, good family. I'm following from Soul Clinic last church. And this one comes from Edwin Richmond Dolo said, the peace-loving son of District Number 2 and 8 Nema County, Washington Live from GSA Pineville. Folks, welcome, and we are certainly here this wonderful, wonderful day. It's always a pleasure. It is because of you we are always here to make sure that you receive all of the information that you should be receiving. And let me say good morning to you, Patrick Kennedy. How are you, my brother? And to all of you this morning who following the broadcast from wherever you are, we always love to have you join the conversation. Pastor Moses, Moyan, Sam, good morning to you, as well as all of the folks who always join the conversation, taking out their time to be part and parcel of the program. But this is the morning ride. Let's now go to the phone lines to talk to our callers who might join us from wherever they are to be part of the conversation. All of what we discuss, we expect you to speak to the APs. We will not go outside of the box. Things that we will not discuss, we will not allow you to have your say on such matter. But Liberia is all we have, and we must be in a position to maintain our country and make it a better one for all of us. It's going to be tough, but together we can actually achieve that and make Liberia a country that will be better for all once again. Let me talk to this caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. This morning. Really, I want to say thank you guys for what you do today. I'm not going to comment on all the things that you comment on. But I want to know what you want to have enough experience, enough material, as well as people on Nigeria. Thank you so much, money, and you have to continue to
Thank you. Thank you as well for being part of the conversation. And this is where we find ourselves. You know, we must be able to give the necessary, pieces of advice to national government. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, my name is Corey Banjo. I'm covering Mamba. I want to be thankful for God this morning and thank you for your program. I would like to speak on the issue of the security concerning drugs.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I don't think it is worth it for our security personnel to work that into wars containing drugs in this country. I think the fact of the matter is that you, sir, for those who are bringing their drugs into the country, these people need to be tracked down and to continue drugs.
Sure.
You cannot get these people bringing the
drugs, government contract with the user, arresting the user, putting in the children, the all kind of things. It will not end this problem. Because if your men go to the market and go buy food, the men produces the food, and that food is good, it will be used for the consumption of people. If it's not good, people will not allow food. So the best thing for the skilled master to do in this country is to track down those who are bringing drugs to the country, tell our borders, and make sure that these people enter the country. If this thing is done, not taking the drugs, issue will come down a little bit in this country. So I know it will not be concealed, but we can manage it that way. See the amount of Liberians, like you said, who will become Joseph Market tomorrow, who will become the Joshua, all of them are going with drugs. So these are things that they now make us work for this country. And lastly, for the family, I will let you know that there's something wrong in this country. The government of this country is retiring officers with all benefit, with all doing their energy, can't take it even on your brush.
Okay, we'll discuss that. We've been trying to follow that closely. Your life. Please be attentive if you get onto the line this morning. Then let's talk to our callers. Callers on 0775 919 919 080 919 919. Today's caller, be live. Talk and do. Please talk and do.
There's some of the things that bring the force in there. There's people recruiting at DEA. There's also when you come down there, I'll give you. There's nothing expect for you to happen. Except that we will really show that they will expect police will come through it. So when you see how that is, we will put this thing up, we will call you where they're from. So if the person will have a video, we'll do that in the front, you don't get that. I'll thank you.
Okay, we also thank you for being part of the program this morning as we talk about this issue and we keep talking about it. 0775 919 919 080 919 919. We talk about reconciliation as well. We talk about the fight that involves all of the leaders, whether you're from party A, party B, from the other church, you're from the denomination, you're from the religious background, whatever. It's something that must be fought collectively and holistically. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
I'm Rob from FG Bulama. Yeah, when it comes to the church issue, we share our president. We are on the control of church.
Listen to me now, listen. If you come on a show to think that you want to bring politics into the fight, I will not allow you to go. I don't want we say that President we are the one who brought it up. How do we have to get it? Because of the same issue that today we did not fight it. So thank you. When you're ready, you call back. This is not politics I'm discussing period issue.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Because when you open in the street and see it, our children, they are bad, or the other time we're talking with me, when I think my children were dealing with the streets, I was saying, from our friend, we need one of them. Now, why you're doing to us, they will say, oh my God, you're praying. I said, I will pray when I'm not waiting. Even name and say, oh my brother. I saw you in the market, when you pray to stay together, the hospital and west and say, we're so good. You know, they don't say each of our market, what time of going to go living where they are past, they are sorry. I said, oh, President, pray our mind, when I thought that to sleep in huge. I tell you, I can talk on Nana Master, Martina Fire, I have said,
dog it. Yeah, listen, you're going to bring politics into the thing. We're talking about fighting this thing. Every single thing of politics.
It's a word drop. What I come up when you might tell me, I get in the way, say, I want to when you say, anytime you're ready. So I keep it here, but they're 4 years talk to who? 4 years talk to who? Do you mark my brother, man, half of my back? And I easy. I know. My friends only the other than the whole I do for it for what I told you. I said, my brother, if anything here, market, or market, when you walk in, all your loan, they say, my son will tell you, I said, I'm so. People test me every time, see increase. All the time, you friend, when you see I do to sleep, you know, all your Google friend, and I'm putting it, that is coming on. I know. Christianity trying to tell with so all you see when or there is so the taking for time water sport Chili, we confirm where I get money inside car. Yeah, Christian.
Oh, sorry. It's a sad story. Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Weekie. This is Frank from Kuro.
Frank, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you for a brilliant topic this morning. We can find draw if the legislature, the people that over there, if they can put a feet on ground, because most of them, the people will coming out from the country, breaking things, and we accusing them, but majority of them, they got something doing with their drugs, so they're not taking serious with their drugs. And if people come together and they say drugs will not be in this country, from the executive all the way the legislature, the judicial branch, all the people there, they got something to know about the drugs business, but they relent, they don't want to talk about it. So how you think the commoner will fight it dress? If they're fighting at the commoner, see them will be afraid. But now they don't want to do it. Looking at our community in the world here, the children bricks they can be passing around, they can be threatening you when you will do nothing and no enforcement. Thank you.
Okay, thank you as well. Good morning.
Good morning, Kilo.
Good morning, sir.
You might create my point for Sanzon community, specifically Clara Market.
You're welcome.
But we need to take it for this topic. The drugs can only be fought with the help of the community dwellers. Where I live, the people in the group, we want to affinity, we will group ourselves together, young people will move on them. And we're going to take this for the community. We can only fight with the help of the community because our brothers, our sisters are taking in the drugs, or they are living in the community. They fight and we fight, and we will community people. And I'm speaking to you right now. Right from the dry market there, they cast their water and stay down in there till the marijuana. Normally, people community who are seen in there, they sometimes people phone. They are going there again. We are looking at them. When the kids are good there, but now they right one in the parking lot here where there. They are seeing it there, community people, and they are there taking the drugs. We can only do this for the effort with community people. Now, if we move there, you will not do it. We know they. And that's why he red light, some places you see definitely. The people are taking the drugs there, the community people know that. In fact, the community leader are highly involved to it. So I say they are fraud. How will they put it to you? They say you are fraud. So this fight can only be done with the help of community dwellers. Thank you very much for your topic today.
You're welcome. Let's talk to other callers. You're live.
Good morning, Weekie.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Stephen F. Colbert Jr. Phone from Alcohol Junction. You know, when it comes to drug issues in this country, we can fight because all the things when government come down hard on the importers. Those people are taking drugs, they are not responsible for the increase of drugs on the street. Those people are importing the drugs. Can you imagine? I met a guy, he said, oh, man, nothing on the street, they feed down, so they feed down how to drink or alcohol to stay at least a little bit active. So that definitely seems to say that once there is no drugs, those people will not take the drugs. And when people are putting the drugs, they have these hands into it. There are a lot of people that are supporting them. And one guy said something this morning. Before you do your recruitment when it comes to drug agents, already there should be a testing. That's a test the person. Every person is taking drugs. But majority of the people are in the DA, they can take drugs. I say majority of them can take drugs. Then how are you going to fight the drug when those people are going against those people are taking it? So thank you.
Thank you for your contribution this morning. You're live.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Hussein. I'm Hussein Pierre. I call for Jacob. Thanks for such a unique conversation. So, guys, to the job is in my view, like being of the colors are fair. In fact, general market are saying substance abuse. So I sometimes, something like a guy taking drugs, right? And you drink excessively, it's like jungle to RZ. So who is much better than friends? This is how the country is. If you're not drinking excessively, then you're taking in drugs. Substance abuse into society, the government has to tackle it.
the police officers will sit in the different corners in our uniform. The AFL will sit in the different corners of our uniform and drinking and getting drunk. Can you arrest a man who's smoking a cigarette? You cannot. That's how the country is. So that thing is like everyone has to tackle it, the churches, the mosques, and every institution. Because man, just go in our environment. For example, in Korea, because they are not here, you sit in the open and sell and smoke in the open. They don't have time for everybody because the community is polluted with substance abuse. You understand? So we have to work collectively. So you want to really continue to allocate all the periods that are allocated for this substance abuse on the radio? Yes, they are being subscribed, but yet you have to continue. And even we, the citizens, have to, work with government.
Thank you. You made a serious point there, but we hope that we all collectively can do it. Let's talk to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, we chose to call it for the recreation community. We wanted to this morning. Give my input to this conversation as one of politics. Like I said, once on your platform to continue the issue of drugs. Firstly, we need witness protection for those that will go out there, point out drugs dealers, drugs traffickers. We need witness protection. Without witness protection, those people are always fear. They will always be feared for their life. And on what condition they are going to go and point out drugs dealer, drugs trafficker, during the ghetto? Well, where is the protection at the end of the day? And two, there's need that we dissolve the entire DA. There's need that we dissolve the entire DA. And we construct another DA. We don't say that you cannot get all drugs user or fellow drug or drugs trafficker within the DA. Now, see how we're coming out done. Now you have current drugs dealer, the whole DA officer. Is there reporting? Is there reporting a team wants to settle? There's out here you have. And there's the other two calls here. There's the one avalanche and support those two calls 100%. Then now we dissolve the entire DA and restructure all those show me a clock. And there should be a avalanche for honest men and women to pray those people when they're not, which are wasting our time in this nation. Those current DA officers who are on drugs will order those drugs. They tell within the system. That's what happened. You know the central prison and another central prison. You found illicitly drugs. One was like any those drugs. And those people are working there. Those guys, they are all drugs. And they claim that they work within the sector, within the DA. So there's been a way to solve the entire DA and then let me restructure the DA. Have a good day.
Thank you for being part of the conversation. Let's start to this. Good morning. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, please, when the people are about the land, I come to
You say where? Okay, you said one of the light poles. All right, thank you. Okay, so the management of NC then reported at Cement Hill community around the SK Sports Complex. We just been informed reportedly that one of the light poles, has got a fire. Hope you can go to verify, but there are a lot of properties and other things around us, so if they can make their way there so swiftly, it will help to save lives and the damage of property as well. But let's talk to our callers on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Weekie.
Good morning.
I'm calling from Platform District. Yeah, when it comes to the drugs issue, for the one is drug riches. But when it comes to the drug issue, the drugs can never stop in this country right now because I get a friend of mine that's selling drugs. Can you imagine the security? I stood by a guy for 35 minutes. CID commander in the area will come for the tape. The police commander in that place will come for the tape. And as they're leaving, so I can ask them about what the guys do about that CID commander come to the bill. Okay, maybe she will get 3,000, 4,000. You don't know, they'll get 2,000, 3,000. I said,
But then that's one thing we say, we will get something free, you will not take that. We will not say anything yet. So tell me, how you think the trouble better for the country? They can't even go and see security for parking the people. They went to as I speak, Weekie, trust me. They went to this Friday. If I go down there, you see the city. Tell one day, that go there one day. If I get a person about there, what would I do? Just go see that name of God. You see them, they'll be coming in full. So I don't know. So we have to pray to God because they trust. They will not live for any rest. It's security. They want support to the God there.
Okay, thank you, my brother, for making your point. You're live. Move away from the radio. This thing, I don't know. We will not have workshop for you people because we don't have the place to carry everybody. SK can't hold you people, so we'll get maybe do a teaching by the radio to tell you that when you call it on the show, you move away from your monitor or you lower it. So you want to talk and hear yourself. It's not just so easy like that. The feedback is terrible. You don't even know what effect you give to other people listening and those who even sitting in the studio. Please. 0775 919 919 080 919 919 are the numbers you can certainly call us on this morning to be part of the conversation this morning on this edition of the Morning Ride. You know, this is Liberia. These are some of the issues that we need to talk about. You're live. So we look at some of the problems this morning. Let's hear it. Good morning.
Yeah, morning. I'm calling from the center.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying because I got there.
Hope you can call by your line is actually by. You're not very poor. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Fidel. I'm calling from Plaza.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to be clear on the topic here this morning concerning the job issue. I think the government had to make the job issue a non-payable crime because the judge is taking over the country and exploiting most of our youth. We don't see things are getting worse every day. On a daily basis, things are getting worse. I think the government needs to step in the house. The lower house and the upper house need to step in to see how best they can discuss the thing yet. And they'll start there and send to the president so they can get out on it because it's getting worse. So that's my point this morning.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you know, we have said this repeatedly that there's a need for government to do the needful. The vetting process for. Good morning. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Good morning.
You're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you, You see, I was just listening to one of the callers this morning. He dropped it not too long. The drug issue in this country is not about government alone.
Yeah, sure.
We, as citizens, we need to get ourselves involved into the process. Like the brother who just said, a ball. You know, could you imagine you are friendly with a person who is selling a harmful substance in the country, and you are not able to tell him, say, what you doing is not correct. When you telling somebody, say, I can go see that some ball, DA go there, or man go there. So why do you think you yourself you cannot fight that man and say the thing you're doing is not correct? I will expose you when you do it. So we ourselves within the community, we need to get against the thing to fight it. It's not about the police. It's not about the president. So all of us, we need to put ourselves together to have the thing done. I cannot be friendly with somebody who is doing something that is not good. I know that even my child tomorrow could get herself into it and I'm sitting outside, he's doing it there, I go there to go visit you, then they will take the same money, the back on you, and then eat or what take the one buy the one who say that we drink. So we don't have to share the blames from government alone. Yes, I know what they can start a fight. Thank you so much. That's just what I wanted to say.
Thank you. Let's talk to the callers. You live?
Yeah, no.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm even calling for my
Go ahead.
Now, all the about the government to do, seriously respond to our need to be sure that you want to develop from that and you know that when our first crop is the new how we can get about it when it is our third part of the so the thing is not people have a people, we have a big reality people for the people, and we have to go to market and customer people. Somebody trying to do you know, we can get the 30 minutes, I got to see that, but most of the everything is second around the two minutes. I'm going to see it, and it's there around the 2 minutes, it's not about it.
Thank you. Let's talk to all the colors. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Weekie, good morning, Weekie.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you for the topic this morning. You're stretching a very important point this morning because drugs, you know, is destroying our country. But I think those that are supposed to be enforcing the law, they are the officers. Because when a man steals in the community, he can be arrested by police. If the female, even our president is involved, we arrest him. And that's another important arrest. Your duty is to protect left property. So you can be there and be compromised. So I think we need to bring the security people. They are the one. From the DA, from the police, from the immigration, they are the one. Because your duty is to arrest. How can you see something and you're not arresting it? They will come because you are involved. So they take the blame. I don't think that the representative take the blame because if the man representative, you see, you arrest the man. You arrest the man. That is your duty. So thank you so much for the show.
Thank you as well this morning for participating this morning. Very shortly we have to go for Wajana and this commercial. Very shortly we go for this morning on this edition of the Morning Ride. And we'll come back, we will talk about something else and at 9:30 this morning, the folks from the Christian Health Association of Liberia will be here with us 9:30 and up to 10 o'clock this morning. But let's bring you this morning.
These are protestants in the Hali contested for speaker position. So we have to walk on by us here. So he's a chit chat with the former speaker with Director for Nanticofa. So it's an interesting election.